We're listening to the Manon track before coming back here because I took a quick break. And I can't, like, we've played, more than halfway through this game right now. And I cannot think of a single track that I've heard in Knights of the Old Republic 2 that I'm like, oh yeah, man, that's a really good track. The music in the first game so far, it probably will hold out for the rest of the game. The music of the first Knights of the Republic easily is the best compared to this game. There's so many good tracks from the first game that I enjoy. Like everybody's character's theme, especially Basilisk's theme, because it has that iconic Star Wars music in there. Even the different planets had interesting music. Even Terrace and Manon, which is probably my favorite music from the first game. This game, not so much. It's like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like this game does not have music that sticks with me. Maybe that's just me. Maybe there's tracks that I have heard but don't remember hearing. But from what I can tell, it's like I know there's music there, but it's not really grabbing me in this game for some reason. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure what the consensus is from the Knights of the Republic community about what they feel about the music in this game or whatnot, but yeah, it's like, it almost feels like it just doesn't stand out like the first game. I don't know. Okay, so we've got a lot of things that we need to do on the ship here before we get going. So let me do an actual hard save because we haven't done this in a while. Funny enough, I can save over this. Let me see. Who do I want to start off with first? There's some things that we need to do with Atton. There's some things that we need to do with Kreia. I think the first thing that I want to do is, let's go to the party screen here. I think the first thing I want to do is talk with Visas. We have put off talking to Visas for quite a long time. Ever since we got her on basically Dantooine. Because the game has the thing where if you talk to Visas and she has more influence than what Handmaiden has, if you're playing as a male character, that is, then Handmaiden will get jealous. She won't talk to you for the rest of the game. I had that happen to me, I know for a fact, on the original Xbox. So this was why I was very thorough with following a guide and making sure I made the right choices. And right now, Handmaiden is a Jedi. Max influence, everything. So I think it's safe to talk to Visas now. And that's what I want to do. So let me see if I can find the old conversations with Visas here. So we can talk with her, because I know we have to gain positive influence with her because she's dark side and stuff like that. And it's probably very obvious, but I would just like to have the guide here as a reference. So I don't screw anything up. But of course, I can always just reload and stuff like that too. So let me find it in the guide here real fast. So we can talk to Visas here. Because we already talked to Kreia a little bit about we talked to Kreia a little bit about Visas already. Spending too much time with the Siths only happens if you haven't started the dialogue. Dark players will want to talk to Visas later. There is only one negative influence. Dark side points you need to take as a dark player. So there we go. And we have quite a bit of discussions with her. But let's just see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Let's go over here. I'm gonna take my helmet off so that way I can see my character's face and stuff. I don't think this adds any benefits. Yeah, this is just like defense benefits or whatever. Also, Sith mask. I forgot we had that. Regenerate force points. Yeah, I'll probably be wearing that as well. Okay, yeah, let's talk to Visas here. Put our weapon away. Save it.
My life for you.
I wanted to teach you some forms I have learned. What is all of this? Who sent you questions?
I will answer what I can.
Tell me of your homeworld. Where are the influence checks at, actually? Yeah, I had questions for you. Let's ask about her homeworld first. Let's see what happens here.
It is not a subject to which I have spoken of since its destruction.
See, we have enough influence right now. Tell me about your homeworld. So I have to have more than 69 influence, which is what I have right now, I guess. How was it destroyed? I've seen similar acts of destruction at Malachor.
I've heard tales of Malachor.
I don't need my phone anymore.
It is said that many of my people felt the end of the Mandalorian Wars from across the galaxy. But do not mistake me. I did not mean to draw comparisons between Katar and Malachor. My homeworld still exists. It is intact.
Intact. How was it destroyed? Did I ask that? Where's that at? If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive it? Okay, that's like part of... I think both of these actually lead to the same thing. Apparently. I'll just ask, how was it destroyed?
The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it.
If your homeworld was destroyed, how did you survive? That's the next thing, right? Yep. This is all just like lore stuff here. There's no influence or dark side points or anything like that, so I'm fine with this.
I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the Force had been bled from the world.
As if everything was suddenly silent.
I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Katar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed.
You were the only survivor.
Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have escape in some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained, my master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world, and there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own, and he made me see. And for the first time, I saw the galaxy, and I wished to die.
Let's see. He made you see. The great thing about this is the site that I'm on, it literally has verbatim of what they say. So I was just rereading over it real fast again, what she just said. He made you see.
To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them.
Hey, why did your master show you this?
He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order.
It sounds like your master pretty much destroyed your homeworld then. How did your master destroy your homeworld? Yep, there it is. Yeah, it's very clear that he did that. So both of these lead to the same, which is nice. I don't understand it. It would have taken several Republic cruisers to destroy the surface of Qatar. How did your master destroy your homeworld? To kill on such a scale, it's impossible.
It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it.
Why did your master destroy Qatar? Next thing.
The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me.
I kind of wonder why your quote-unquote master decided to leave you alive. Okay, so it sounds like Jedi, from what I understand, the Jedi went to Qatar, to see if they could get help there to find out what the next threat was, I guess, which is Visis's master. And once they did that, it's like they triggered like a beacon type thing, and he immediately knew where to go to kill all the Jedi and stuff like that. So it was almost like they kind of did it to themselves by triggering and like basically signaling, hey, we're on this planet. And then he went there and he killed them all, is what it sounds like. So it was like unfortunate for the Jedi, to be honest. Why did the Jedi meet on Katar?
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them.
Yeah, okay.
And they did.
Yeah, I understand.
But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat.
He attacked it because the Jedi had gone there. Question mark. I'm saying that like it's a statement.
He cannot deny his hunger for long. And any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence.
Ah, wisdom. There we go. There's either a wisdom or an intel check here. If your intel is higher than, I guess 18 here, I guess? Or it may starve him, making him more desperate.
I do not understand what you mean.
Just thinking out loud. Why did the Jedi meet on Katar? So this just like re-loops.
They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them.
Okay.
I will answer what I can.
I have other questions. That was about your homeworld, right? That's what we asked. Okay. Next thing that we can do is this foresight thing, and we can see if we have enough influence to do this one. And then after that, then I can probably ask all these other things and be fine with it and not have to worry about influence stuff right now. I have heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you. I understand. I'll say I understand, I guess.
Is there something else you wished?
Okay, so it just loops back
My
here.
people want that sight.
You sound as if the sight is lost to you. Oh, wait a minute.
Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask.
Hang on.
Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me.
So that thing said, do not say unless your influence is, I guess, less than 20 or higher than 80, since you cannot repeat. But this option right here might ruin my influence chances here. So I could be neutral, or I could get influence or lose influence. I think here I'll get influence. I'll actually try. Because I basically am only taking one hit, I think. I don't know. I'm starting to confuse myself a little bit here. So this gives positive influence and light side points. This gives negative and dark side points. And I've been getting positive influence with Visas all this time, so I have to take the light side hit here, unfortunately. I believe you can be saved.
You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
To help another is not weakness, it is strength. It is strength to them both. Do not understand. So this is not lose influence, apparently. Let me double check on this thing real quick. Yeah, I could say this to get dark side points back, and then I'm good. Or I'll work on some dark side points, but yeah. I do not understand where your power over the dark side comes from, and you are too even-tempered and submissive for my taste.
There is more to the Sith than simply rage or slaughter. There are many kinds of hate, and all of them have the call of the dark side in them. The galaxy is filled with many such evils, and rarely have I seen anything else.
What do you mean?
I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself.
We've already talked about her homeworld, so that should be enough then. So I should have light side, and then it should be like net light side change or dark side change, and then I should have dark side points, and then I should have influence gained.
Very well. Perhaps we shall speak more of this at another time. But know this, I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me.
Yep. Okay. So let's see how bad of a hit we took. It's not too bad. We did lose Force Mastery, which gives us plus 50 more Force points, but I mean, we're fine without that, I guess. I just wanted to make sure that I could get another positive influence with her, so that way I can make sure I can do this eyesight thing, because on here it says that you only get one shot at it. So if you don't have enough influence, then you're screwed, basically. So let me go ahead and save. We'll save over this one. So I have a save before I talk to her and then after, I think, or something like that. I don't know. So let's ask her about the Force, about like her vision and stuff like that.
My life for yours.
Because now we'll have a little bit more influence.
I will answer what I can.
And there might not be anything that's higher than, like, more than an 80, maybe. I don't know. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power. That sight may manifest.
Yeah. You sound as if that sight is lost to you.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
My sight has been damaged. Okay, so here comes the check. Visas has limited ability to see the Force. She has Force, Sight, and first-person mode. It can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points. Yeah, I actually figured this out on my own one time when I looked through her eyes, as well as Krea's, when we were in the Jedi Enclave. And I was so blown away by, like, being able to see my alignment through her eyes. It was cool.
My master, when he showed me my world, showed it to me as it is. It hurt. And since that moment, it has been difficult to perceive the Force as I once did. But after traveling with you, I feel that perhaps there was a gift in it, hidden beneath the pain.
Okay, now here's light side and dark side options. Plus influence or lose influence. Yeah, I basically have to take the hit so I can get this. It looks like you have to have above 90 influence to get this. But it might not really be worth it too much, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, if I have over 80, Then what I just got is probably has me at like 88, so I need over 90. So I need one more hit somewhere. We'll do this one right here. I'm gonna get like 2 more light side points here, which blows.
I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you.
It's not what I asked. I asked if you were all right.
I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed, if that's the answer you seek.
I didn't mean to hurt you. In the med bay, we noticed you have scars. Who hurt you? Could say that. Both do the same thing.
The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance.
How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Who sent you? This is gonna lead to more things which I don't want to ask yet. So we back out. Oh, more light side points. Influence gained. Actually, it's still not bad. I'm still down there at light side. I was expecting to be like up here for some reason. Okay. Quick save it. Now I should be able to ask her about the site and I should have enough.
I will answer what I can.
How do you see through the Force?
If you wish to know.
Yep.
Perhaps it is possible to show another what my people see. What I see.
There it is.
First, you must close your eyes. The surface of the ship, its sights, will only be a distraction. Now, in your mind, reach out. Listen for my breathing. Do not focus on the sound.
Doing it.
The life behind it. Imagine its energy, its texture, in tandem with the breathing. And then in your mind, step back from the image and see what remains. There.
Did it.
It's not as difficult as I thought. You learn quickly.
I did it. You have gained Force points and Foresight. This allows you to perceive the alignment of others and see through some obstacles to threats beyond.
It will take effort to maintain such sight, but you now have that power. And with it, you can use it to see life around you in a different way, as I used to see it.
Okay.
I will answer what I...
So that was basically what... That's basically what the all the influence was used for, was basically to get that. Now it doesn't matter if I gain or lose influence with her. So the rest of the way I'll probably just do dark side stuff, to be honest. Because she's already a Jedi, there's no reason to get max influence with her. 500 XP, max Force points increased. Very good. They went up by 10. And we took some light side hits, but it's fine. Okay, so I think with this, we're done for now. I can always come back here and ask her about the who sent you, and I think like other things.
My life.
Whatever these things are. But that's pretty much it in terms of talking with her. So, woof. I feel good about that one. Okay. Let me actually just see what those things say.
My life.
I want to teach you some forms I have learned.
I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings. I understand
This says
now.
learned Force potency.
Such a form will increase my skills and my use to you.
Okay. See to it that you master what I have taught. So I can teach her some stuff to use in battle then.
I am prepared both.
She has learned Force
I understand
affinity.
now. My life.
That's kind of cool. I want to teach you some techniques I have learned on my travels.
I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me.
She has learned
I
breath
understand
control.
now. I shall practice what you have taught me.
Or breath control.
My life.
Same thing.
I am prepared for whatever you...
She has learned affect
I
minds.
understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me.
Okay.
My life.
More techniques.
I am
dominate minds.
I understand
Or
now.
dominant minds.
I shall... My life.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so basically, who sent you?
I will answer what...
Was your master the one who sent to Paragus? Let me ask those while we're here. Because otherwise,
My life
we're done
for you.
talking to her. We can go check Handmaiden to see if she's okay with us or not. Which she should still be okay with us.
I will answer...
Was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Okay.
I will answer.
Other questions? We asked this, and then we're gonna move on to somebody else. Was your master behind the destruction of Paragus?
My master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within the Sith, all
the
seeking
same
to take
thing.
what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one
That's the
moves,
same
it is not
thing.
always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. They believe...
Okay.
I will...
Okay. Woof. We went through all of that. Now, I could ask her about who sent you, learn about her master and stuff like that. Get dark side points. I guess I should get them back. F it, let's just do it. We'll see what she does here. Yo! Dr. Blood with the raid, man. What's up, dude? Blood raid. Yeah. I'm down with the blood raid. It's cool. Time to eat some supper. Enjoy supper, my friend. I was just looking at this guide here to figure out what I wanted to say to Visas, because I'm talking to her for the first time. We're pretty much done with her. I had to take some light side hits so I could get that ability that she teaches, Foresight. But we managed to get it, so there's one thing that I want to talk to her about, and then we can move on to the rest of the crew. But we just basically finished up Nar Shaddaa, so finally back on the ship, and I'm starting to talk with party members that I haven't talked to in a while, and plus we got some new ones we need to talk to. But that's what's going on right at the moment.
My life.
So let me see. Last thing I need to ask you is, who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a
Scout.
disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
I need to know where I can find your master.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready.
If I
So
bring
that-
you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Very cruel, then. I will decide when I am ready and command you to bring me before him. I order you to take me to him. So this line is the light side. These two are dark side. I'll say this one. I will decide when I am ready and I command you to bring me before him.
It is a choice that can be made by neither one of us. Do not be so quick to meet that which you do not understand. Use the time you have now to grow, to train, and to strengthen yourself.
But I'm ready to confront him now. Start whining.
You will meet my master. It is inevitable. I have seen it. And when you stand before him and realize what you face, you must be prepared. Until then, I must protect you, help you, until you are ready.
Why are you doing this for me?
There's a greatness in you. A greatness that does not stem from the Force. It stems from who you are. And if my master does not understand you, cannot see you, then perhaps there is hope for us all. But if you seek to survive, then you must understand why this is so.
If your master has trouble detecting me, how are you able to do it?
There is much I see my master cannot. I fear it is because of my nature, the nature of my race. My people spend their lives seeing the galaxy, the energy streaming off stars, the growth of life, all things touched by the Force.
Where are your people, your worlds now? And this leads to your homeworld question, which you've already asked.
It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction.
Da-da. So we asked all of these things. I'm pretty sure I did. Homeworld, right? Yeah, we already asked all these things. Okay. Give those dark side points back. I need them. Okay. So Visas is all done now. We've talked with her enough to get her special ability thing, which isn't really that great, but it'll help. So I don't need to worry about like gaining or losing influence with her. There's gonna be always dark side to her now. So that's fine. We learned quite a bit about her and her homeworld and the master and all that stuff. So whew, that was a lot to go through there. That's gonna require me to edit quite a bit as well for YouTube a bit.